Hey guys, so it's Laurie and Kalene, and today we are going to walk you through what an inspection looks like. So once you decide to make the move to Colorado, you reach out to us, we get your home under contract. What are the next steps? Today we're going to walk you through inspection and what that looks like, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, so Laurie and Kalene with your Colorado's Finest here in Colorado. We are pushing out a ton of new content this year, all about moving to Colorado. It's a place that we absolutely love. So we push out new content every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell so you don't miss a single video that we put out. We have clients reaching out to us all the time. We absolutely love it. So give us a call or text anytime, day or night. We always say we love making these videos, but we love making Colorado your home even more. So 719-639-3393. Hey everyone, so it's Laurie here today, and today I am going to walk you through an inspection. And so what does that look like? So I just wanted to Kalene and I always talk through maybe some of the questions that our clients are having once they move here to Colorado and what that process looks like. So today we're going to clear up inspection. So you are thinking of moving to Colorado, you reach out to us, we get you set up on a home search, we get you pre-approved. We go home shopping, we find the home that is your dream home here in Colorado, and you get under contract, right? So after you go into contract, what are the next steps? And so those are the things that we really help walk you through, whether you're here with us in person or you're here, you're looking virtually. We do it both ways. So once you go under contract, typically you'll have to deposit your earnest money. Typically it's about 1% of the home value. So if it's a $500,000 home, your earnest money might be $5,000. You can wire that or drop off a personal check at the title company if you're here in person. After that, you get some disclosures, and our next big step is inspection. And so that's where a lot of our clients kind of get confused or worried that, they're writing an offer in a home, but they have not had a chance to really, we can see, some of like the cosmetic pieces of the home, obviously, but we were not really getting into and inspecting the home, like electrical and plumbing and all the other facets that come with an inspection. And so that really is a time for you and myself and the inspectors to go in and take a look at the home, like the nitty gritty parts of the home. So when you write a contract, you don't know all that kind of stuff. There's some things that we might flag to spend extra time looking at, but that after you go under contract, deposit your earnest money. About a week later, we do inspection. We have inspectors we love. We have contractors that we love. So Kalene and I really help guide you through all that. We help set that up if you want us to. We are there in person to help, if you're not here or you meet us at the home, and we walk through with the inspector, at that time. But, it's called inspection objection. And then there's a contract and the date, or the date and the contract about a week after we go under contract. And then we have to, submit our objection to the seller by that it's inspection objection date. And so usually a day or two before that, we go in the home, we inspect it. You can do a sewer scope if you wanted. Typically it's inspection, just so budgeting wise, will run about $350 to $450 depending upon the home, age of home, size of home. A sewer scope, which looks at your sewer and makes it out to the main line, unless it's on septic, of course, will run about $150. And then radon testing will also run about $125. So radon is a naturally occurring gas. It's kind of common here in Colorado. And we'll kind of show you what that looks like today. But if it's above 4, the health level, then we mitigate it. So we have, and so then it's fine. My house has a mitigation system and it pumps it out, and I get it tested every couple of years just to make sure. I just did a couple weeks ago and it was like 0.25. So well below the national standards, and it's fine. But it's something that we do say that you should test for here. It can cause cancer. So it's something that we kind of put into our inspection, and that test sits there for 48 hours. And so, and then you have a resolution date, usually a couple days after we submit that objection. And at that point, all parties have to agree on items the seller may fix. Sometimes in this crazy market that we have here in Colorado, we'll write in, seller or buyer may only ask for items above a certain price point to make your offer more competitive. And Kalene and I can help guide you through that. It kind of depends upon the age of the home, the condition of the home, and our recommendations as far as that. So we'll help walk you through that. But all parties have to agree by that resolution date on the items the seller will fix before close, and then we'll go on to appraisal and all the other dates in the contract. But today I'm going to walk you through inspection and what that looks like. And again, if we get to the inspection termination date and all parties don't agree, we can withdraw our contract and you get your earnest money back, which is an important thing to remember. So remember, you deposited that earnest money a day or two after we went under contract. There are certain times in the contract, and that's what Kalene and I help you guys keep track of when you can get your earnest money back. And again, that's inspection, appraisal dates. There also is like HOA docs. What else is in the contract? A loan conditions deadline as well, where you can always at those points get your earnest money back. So we'll help walk you through that. But today we're going to show you inspection firsthand and what that looks like for one of our clients here today. All right, so on our way to our inspection, and it's up here in the Rodmar Bluff. So as you can see, a gorgeous fall day here in Colorado. And here is another Langdale. We just closed a house on this street about a couple months ago from a client from California. So a beautiful location here as well. Here is the home that we are doing inspection at today. So I am going to walk you through that process, and it looks like our inspector and our sewer scope guy is already here, who we use, and we love them.
All right.
So you're going to be part of it, Matt.
All right, that's fine. So the bottom one cap is kind of covered in some concrete.
Huh, okay.
So I'm going to try to see like if I can't make it all the way on one run.
Yeah, it's a long run for this one.
At least from that one.
Okay.
Then I got a little chisel. I'll try to chisel it out and see if I can get it off of there.
Okay, all right.
So I can make it to the main.
But the other clean out is accessible?
Yeah, well, there's two. There's one in the middle and there's one at the very end by the water stop box.
Okay.
So
I wonder if they knew they covered it.
Well, it's not totally covered. It's just the edges where you would pop it out. Okay. So it's partially.
Okay.
So I may be able to chisel it off quick and get it, but
okay,
perfect. We'll see.
So Matt does our sewer scope, and he provides our clients with a nice video at the end of it so they can watch their sewer. Yeah. This is our other little friend. This is our inspector's dog. Hi, little guy. Hi, Lucy. This is Jay. Jay, we're doing a little video on what we do for inspection.
Oh, wonderful.
Jay's amazing. You made our last YouTube video, Jay.
Oh, good.
So here we are, right? You guys need access inside, or are we able to get inside already?
Well, yeah, we should be able to get in.
Okay.
If you need to flush, run water, whatever.
Okay, so a lot of people ask what we test for at inspection. So our inspector will get up on the roof and make sure everything looks good on the roof, especially on older homes, to make sure that it, there's no water damage or anything up there. We will test the roof. Sometimes we will get a roofer contractor out here to look at it. We have done, roof certifications before, just depending upon the home. This home is on a little bit of an acre, so, you can see some of the lines of the property. So we just kind of look at the property lines and see if we're going to need anything to do, if there's any type of easements like this. Sometimes a home like this would have a shared driveway. This one does not, but where does that property line end and the other one start is something we've had to work on with other homes before as well. When you run into a VA loan, a lot of times you will be looking at chipping paint, which might come up during a VA appraisal, or FHA, any type of cracking or settling in the cement also may come up during inspection. That is something that we look at. We also look at safety features such as garage doors, if they have the automatic feature to come up. I mean, our inspector is amazing and he looks at everything. You'll get a detailed report, and a lot of times water has to run during the sewer test, so that's what that is. But a lot of times you'll get a detailed report, and the list is quite long, which is common for many homes, unless, even in a new build, sometimes they'll have quite a long list. But we're checking for electrical outlets, if they are grounded correctly. We are checking for GFIs to make sure that GFIs are within a certain number of feet from any water source. We check, the appliances. We also will be looking at the furnace just to see where it's at, how old it is, also the water heater, making sure any additions are permitted or anything that is installed is permitted. Take a look at toilets, sinks, I mean, you name it, we cover it during our inspection. So as we talked about during the inspection, this is your time with the inspector. We also do sewer scope. Radon will be coming here today, and Radon takes about 24 hours, as I went over in the first part of this video, but it's your time to go through the home, and depending upon the clause we write in inspection, like I said, possibly ask for, you know, some things to be repaired depending upon value, and like I said, the clause we use, and if you know, the home is not to your standards or there's something majorly wrong structurally and you want to back out, you can get your earnest money back at that point. So a lot of clients think that, you know, when they write that contract, they need to completely understand the ins and outs of the home and make sure it's you know, up to their standards, but you don't have to do that when you write that contract. Really, it is your time right now to inspect the house and make sure, you know, everything's in working order, and you can get your earnest money back at that point if, you know, we decide that we're not agreeing on the things that need to be fixed before the contract goes further. All right, so we're setting Radon. Tyler is our Radon guy. He's gonna show us. So Radon is, and Tyler can help us walk through this. I can't talk this morning, but it's a gas that's found. It's pretty common here in Colorado. So we test most of our homes for Radon.
Yeah.
Do you find that a lot of newer builds are already having it in there?
Not in the newer builds. It's
No?
normally in the older.
A new one we had to test it within 60 days, and if it was high, they would put it in, but they weren't going to put it in unless we tested it. So we had to make sure we tested for it. But Tyler just put a little unit up here, and then we'll test for radon. And if it's above 4.0, that typically is a high level. So I would say, what do you think your percentages of tests that come back are above that 4.0?
I'd probably say maybe 40%.
40% are high here in Colorado.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of other places in the country don't have it, but we definitely test for it. And it's a natural gas that comes up from the ground. And if it's high, you know, it's been known to cause, cancer. So we will mitigate for it. And tests or systems we install are usually anywhere between 900. We done a couple this week. We're between 900 and 1300, depending upon the home layout and structure of it. So it's not a huge deal if it is high. We just want to make sure that we are ahead of that and do test for that. And typically we put a test here in the basement. If it's built on a slab, we'll put it, mitigate in a closet or something. But this test sits here for 48 hours, and then Tyler comes, picks it back up and lets us know where we're at. So Tyler's amazing.